Hello everyone. Thanks Kwakwa for that kind introduction. I am the director of Jennifer Lim Art, and my passion is helping people connect to culture.
How do you first get to know of Bukit Brown Cemetery?
Sometimes I think it's almost like a destiny, really, and I'm not a deeply spiritual person, but growing up in Australia with a Singaporean father, I was only able to visit Singapore every 3 or 4 years. You know, in those days, it was big money to buy an air ticket. And a part of me had always wanted to have the chance to really get to know my Singaporean side. So in 2012, when the chance came to move to Singapore with my husband's work, I thought it would be a fantastic chance. So we had a baby at the time. 6 months after moving to Singapore, my uncle called me up and he said we had some family business to do. And so I hopped in a cab with my father, who happened to be visiting. And the taxi took us to a place that looked really more like a jungle. As we came to a stop, I looked around and all I could see there were tombs all around. And then my uncle said, "Oh, we're here to," I don't know the words he used because his English wasn't really fluent, but I got the gist that we were there for the exhumation of my great-grandfather and his brother. Now, it was a really eye-opening experience.
What finally got you so involved in Bukit Brown, and you actually dragged me in as well? I actually went with you.
Well, roughly about 2 years ago on yet another kind of, I used to go there every 3-4 months when I could, but the tour ended at the base of the cemetery down the south, and I was a bit surprised to see construction of Bukit Brown MRT station. It's there on a circle line, and I had a very vague idea over the past few years. I'd seen decorative tiles on some tombs, and that's what really sparked my interest in the cemetery. When I was there at that exhumation, I saw a couple in the pouring rain, and so over the years I had gone to look at them. So when I saw this MRT station, I looked at it and I just went, oh, because I could feel that it was my destiny to do what I could to show people what a special place Bukit Brown Cemetery was. And being an artist, one of the ways I could do it through the analysing and showcasing the beautiful tiles that I'd uncovered and the beautiful tiles that I thought would be there. Now, all of these tiles have been hand cleaned by beautiful, kind-hearted volunteers such as yourself, Kwakwa.
Thank you for the experience. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Really.
It was a unique experience. And I did this cleaning section of the project, went for about 5 months. And when I first started off, I thought I'll just clean a few tiles here and there because they got mud and moss on them. And I thought it was almost disrespectful to professionally photograph them without having their beauty really put to the front. But if you've ever been walking in the jungle in Singapore or anywhere in Singapore, it gets hot, rain, there are bugs, and I quickly realised after about half an hour that I couldn't possibly pull off this project. A goal of some 200 different tiles, I couldn't do it on my own. So I sent out a message to a few Facebook groups to some of my supporters and clients, and I said, does anybody want to help me clean abandoned tombs? I thought I would hear nothing. But the first session, I had 7. Wow. The next session, I had 10. At one point, I even had about more than 20 people join me.
Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately, my Singaporean father fell ill in January, and I had to come back to Australia for the moment. Unfortunately, he did pass away. This project is very much inspired by him and my connection to Singapore through him. I'm going to see it through. The project will culminate in a book, which will be a self-published book, which is due out next year.
If we wish to support you, how can we go about doing that?
So I am pre-selling orders of my book at a very special price. So for those who want to support me now, you can find a link on my website. And I'm also currently creating another beautiful calendar for next year.
By the way, I heard you actually taught art online as well. Can you share with us more about your lessons online?
Well, when I was in Singapore, I ran a series of workshops, Peranakan printing. It was a very popular workshop and based on tile designs. But thanks to my move back to Australia and also COVID, I have pivoted, shall we say, for the overuse of the word, and I'm now offering an online art club where people can learn to create handmade fabrics.
Wow. Oh, okay, good. So where can we find the link to actually register?
Everything's on my website, Jennifer Lim Art.
Okay. So what's your advice for today?
Well, I actually asked my two children, my 6 and 9-year-old, and my 9-year-old daughter, who has spent time at Bukit Brown Cemetery also when she was sort of 4 and 5, said to me that I should tell people they need to learn about and respect their own culture.
Wow.
That Singaporeans in particular can also learn a lot about themselves and really benefit in so many ways from respecting and understanding and having an interest in their own culture and history.